I'm here at the Interlink World Headquarters with a very special guest, Rue, and also Hannah, the editor of Genocide Bad. So I'm here to sign all 2,000 some copies of the hardcover that folks have pre-ordered.
That's right.
Yeah, but we just got the amazing news that Genocide Bad, you want to hold it up, is a New York Times bestseller! So, Hannah, what does this book being a New York Times bestseller mean for Interlink Publishing?
Well, first of all, it's our first in 20 years, so it is a huge, huge thing for us. It means that it puts our name on the map. It means that this book is paying for itself, but also paying for other books that we publish, books that, also struggle to get publicity, books that struggle to get into mainstream bookstores or retailers, mostly books by Palestinians. This supports us in so many incredible ways.
Yay, I'm so happy to have been part of that. Okay, so the number one question that I'm getting now is, Hannah, now that we're New York Times bestsellers, are we rich?
Yes, our houses are made of
Rolling
gold. Sadly, the margins on books are really, really slim, but every part of the price of the book goes towards supporting the book industry. So there's a small percentage.
The Palestinian-owned book industry.
That's right. So there's a small percentage that goes to the author. There's a small percentage that goes to the publisher, but it also means independent bookstores can survive and pay their staff. It means that librarians can survive and be funded. There's so many great things that, the books are worth every penny that you pay for them.
And the hardcover was a fundraiser for the Middle East Children's Alliance. How much money have we raised for them so far?
Just about $5,000, which is amazing.
So how many books have we sold? I think people think, New York Times bestseller, that means you've sold 1 million copies of your book. How many books did it take for us to hit the New York Times bestseller list?
So it was about 6,000 first week of sales.
Yeah. But we've printed 15,000, which are available in bookstores around the world.
Right.
And now that we have the New York Times backing, the hope is that this book is going to get beyond this little bubble of loving social media followers that we have.
It's out there. It's at Barnes & Nobles. It's at independent bookstores. It's at mom and pop gift shops who are radical. So if you see it, buy it in person. It is so important.
And what can folks do to help the book get to that bigger audience, get more people activated about Gaza and everything that's going on?
So share the book online, but most importantly, review it. Because we are all, beholden to the algorithm these days. And the more data that it surrounds this book's release, the more potential it has to do well.
Mm-hmm. What I've found really funny lately is just reading the reviews that have been posted online. And this is all social media reviews. Again, no major trade newspaper in the Western world has decided to review this book. Publishers Weekly and Kirkus have not reviewed this book. It is loud how quiet this New York Times bestseller is. And there have been no trade reviews of it. But in the social media reviews, y'all have been leaving, it's either 5 stars
right,
or 1 star, and the person's proudly bragging that they haven't read it, but they're, a Zionist or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've also been going on whatever podcast we can. I know you were on one yesterday.
I was on a radio interview yesterday and trying to talk about the substance of this book, and the interviewer just could not get past the title and was debating whether or not it was a genocide. So the media has a long way to come, but this is how we're decimating important information.
That's
it's
right.
Direct to readers.
Mm-hmm. So review the book, and then we've got a couple events going up this week. I get to hang out with you a lot. Yeah. So tonight, this is Friday.
Yes.
If you're in Amherst, Massachusetts, we have an event at UMass Amherst. All the tickets for these events are going to be at the link in my bio. Tomorrow night is sold out, but Sunday night I will be in Somerville, Massachusetts, right outside Boston, in conversation with Aaron Axelman, who's one of the directors of Israelism, and tickets to that are still available. Get those at the link in my bio. And then Monday, May 5th, we're going to be in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm going to be in conversation with Haneen Orikat, who's a fantastic Palestinian author and activist. Most of those tickets are very cheap or free or sliding scale, pay what you want. Paying supports the bookstore and the venue and the press, not me. I'm not making any money off this book tour. You can also get a ticket that comes with a book that you can get signed after the event, or you can, if you've already gotten your own copy, bring your copy to the event, and I would love to meet you and sign it and everything. Finally, like I said, I am here to sign hardcovers. I'm going to sign 2,000 of them. We have sold all of those through pre-order except for 200, and they are going really fast.
They are.
So if you want a signed hardcover, this is your last chance, because I can't come to Massachusetts all the time. All right, time to get signing. Links for everything in the bio. We love you. You're amazing. You're a mishpucha.